they woke the beast up.
They gave you some motivation.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get to levels, and you get like lackadaisy, and we was working towards it, but now it really means something. That the mission is different. The
Hmm.
mission is different, you know, inside the gym and outside the gym. That's the main thing.
Right.
Mhm.
You just recently had not too long ago Shelby with a win.
Yeah, my man Selby. Thanks to my man Coach Kenny. He kept pushing the button. We still move the needle, So my system of my team is tight. That I still can, push strings while I'm in. You get what I'm saying? Where they still motivating and still moving, and actually it works better for me because now everybody see my worth and their worth. So that's good. Our amateur team is doing good. Hopefully, we got 6 of them turning pros after the Golden Glove. Um, a lot of opportunities in the boxing world. You know what I'm saying? They just got to fly straight and do what they supposed to do.
Right. Um. So obviously, Amazon Prime they finally launched their first date. Keith Thurman,
Mm-hmm.
Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we can't wait until Tank's date, man. I'm pretty sure you guys
Mm-hmm.
can't wait as well.
Well, we working on it. We working on it. Everybody. The thing that I like about it the most, it remind me of when Jordan was coming out with their new pair of shoes and everybody was waiting for it. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing here. So that's a good thing. Can't wait. His mental was right. He been dipping and dabbing, keep fit. You know what I'm saying? So we good.
Um, you know, when you guys gonna start getting together for training camp? I mean, as soon as
Right now, like my situation, I got to get my situation out of the way. I want my mind to be clear of that going into camp. Again, and we are actually in the midst of like preparing. You know what I'm saying? We preparing because Tank do me like this, nigga. Where you at? I just got to jump. I'm on a fly gun. So right now I'm just preparing. So when that call come, I know I gotta be at. Knowing him, I don't know where I'm gonna be at, but wherever we gotta be at, I'm ready.
he's been very outspoken on Twitter, which is cool because
Hmm.
whenever he clicks that button, everybody goes
Yes, yes. He
right. Everybody
definitely,
goes crazy,
he
right?
definitely been clicking it. He definitely been clicking it. And that's my youngin. It's anything is possible if you put your mind to it. You gotta figure out.
Um, the Conor Ben fight happened last week. He was calling
Hmm.
him out.
Hmm.
Um, you watching the fight with Conor Ben and stuff like that. A lot of people see some holes. Did you see a lot of holes yourself?
It's boxing. It's depending who you in front of. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot, but again, I don't know how his camp was. I always look at how your camp was, the opponent that you had in front of it. That opponent was supposed to be his yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look like a yeah, yeah, yeah. So it is what it is.
Um, yeah, Pete Dobson definitely not really at that top elite level. So kind of feels like people feel like kind of got exposed. Got guys from the lower weight classes calling them up now. Um, he was calling out Boots once upon a time, not no more. Um,
You see me take a deep breath. He called Boots out. I was just with Boots, man. You don't want to do that.
yeah, we did spoke a little bit about that. You got some of the amateurs with Andy Cruz. He's looking good, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, god dang, goodness gracious. Every time he made some moves like this, I was looking at, hey coach, how you like me there?
Slick.
But I enjoyed it. And he looked at my kids and was like, yo, they still puppies. You know what I'm saying? He said, oh man, it's a treat great come out that gym. Yes, it is.
Yeah, no, I definitely, man. Him, Boots.
Mhm.
They have some other guys in there. I know you've seen them.
Man,
You,
it's a lot of them in there. I ain't gonna lie, when I went down with Bozy, man, it was like therapy for me, man. Bozy always bring me in, man. Treat me like I'm brothers since we've been knowing each other, man. I went in his house, man. He said, "Man, do what you want." We had some fun. We actually was coaching to say we should have been laughing and stuff, right? But it was therapy, man. That trip. that road trip did me some justice. It got me back. Like, you good. You gotta go back to your roots, guy, and everything gonna be all right.
Mm. So, getting into that card, and then obviously I want to also talk to you about last night's fights if you was able to see them. You
Yeah, I
know,
watched them. Yeah, I watched them.
you always got some nice things to say. I'll tell you. So let's get right into the heat because it's obviously like it's noticed, right?
Hmm.
What you thought about the co-main event? I mean, a guy that you guys faced, Pedraza. Obviously, he went down
Well,
to
like I said,
135.
I said on my podcast that Keyshawn, he's gonna go in there and do what he's supposed to do. He did it in a great fashion. You know what I'm saying? He got his name in the books. He could say I knocked out the same guy Tank knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Um, Again, Pedraza at that age. You know what I'm saying? He's a company man. He went in there and did what he was supposed to do. And Keyshawn, he pushed the envelope because the rest of them ain't been doing it. That was a perfect setup for him. He did his job on that platform, great platform that he was on, that he did it with, so he can move forward. Um, I would say gruesome balls, but calling out Teofimo still early in the game, but that's part of the business. I get it, you know. Um, he did his job. My Ohio players, they know why I call him that. He came out, did his job, great work. He looked good. So they put, they,
Abdullah Mason, man, you
yeah, that's
don't
what I'm talking
throw a
about.
lazy jab in front of him.
No, man, he did his thing. So, um, that's part of the business. They put him in front of and gave him a platform, a showcase, and they did their job.
So you would have to give him a plus, a.
I give all three of them their A plus because they went in there and did their job. The people that's handling them, and people that's watching them, like you, myself. They went in there and did their thing. That's if they wouldn't have did their thing, then we had some problems.
Do you think? Why do you feel like it's too soon to challenge a guy like Teofimo right now for a guy like Keyshawn Davis?
Keyshawn ain't seen nothing yet. He ain't been nowhere. He ain't been on certain platforms. It's a difference. He
Mm.
got the mindset, but again, when you in the mix of things, you know what I'm saying? And his numbers ain't up there yet, you know? So,
Mm.
just be patient. Just be patient, just be patient and let them keep doing what they doing. And to because he had some crazy performance before in the past, you know what I'm saying? And listen to his interviews, he's saying it was because he was doing what he was doing. Um, but again, it's different levels. You with me? It's different levels, and that's why you have levels. That's why you have levels. You know what I'm saying? So he made it through that level of it, the showcasing. It's not just the fight itself; it's other things that go with it.
I mean, what kind of Pedraza you think that was in there? I mean, Tank took that title when he was 22 years old, I believe.
And yeah, 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 yeah. I don't want to downgrade Keyshawn work, but again,
But in the same time, coach, they're gonna compare. They're also gonna
no, no,
compare.
I know they're going to do that. And that's why I'm gonna say what I'm saying. But Keyshawn did what he was supposed to do when they put him in front of him.
Correct.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? When Tank did it, it was a different situation. You got a Olympian been holding his been defending and holding his title to a kid that's just getting on the block that nobody know. Different situation. I don't care how you compare it. Tank come on the door, the youngest champion, the youngest guy to win a champion. He was the first one out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? And they put him in the front of an undefeated, and he been in some tough fights before then, defending his belt. And Tank came in there and washed him up, knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? So that situation, I don't care how you look at it. You want to say, oh, he did this. They did that because it looked good on paper. But in reality, when you look at the whole situation, I'm explaining it to you, and the boxing people and the boxing right say Pedraza ain't the same Pedraza that of young. You know what I'm saying? Tank caught him when he was in his primes and put him out. And put him out. I mean, that was when he put him out, he put him out. You know what I'm saying? And
Big
he
hook.
went on. Yeah, Tank did. Pedraza went on and kept winning after that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, who always undefeated is Father Time. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at that performance, Pedraza, he ain't do nothing but just hoppity, 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 hop right to. the work. He hopped to the work like he was a bunny rabbit, But
Hmm.
Keyshawn did what he was supposed to do. He stopped him. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, was he was going to go? The referee stopped it, but was he was going to go? Sure, he was going to go. You know what I'm saying? The difference that he went and ate versus other fights that we seen that was in certain situations, they don't go eat.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
so when you look at it, and other coaches look at it and whatnot, there's certain things that you see for us performance and how they look. Because again, the peoples of B, they evaluating them performance and whatnot. They already know before how it's gonna play out because they trying to get to the bigger bags.